Okay, we have Jeff Ritter in here. Thank you for your time, for coming in. You do a great thing.
Thank you.
So first we'll start with where were you born at?
West Palm Beach, Florida.
And have you lived here all your life?
Yep, whole life.
Never moved anywhere else?
Nope, I love here. This is my spot. Ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. And then you have children, right?
Yep, one boy, one girl.
Uh-oh.
8 and 3.
How are they doing?
They're awesome, man.
Yeah.
They're my everything, those two.
So what was your first job before we get into what you're doing now?
I've always worked at a restaurant. I was either a busboy, server, bartender until like a year ago.
Oh, really? So you were at restaurants all that time?
Yep.
And then what got you into the Jeffros Heroes?
So in a nutshell, I had a Superman costume and a Spider-Man costume for Halloween. So it was my friend's kid's birthday, and like, hey, he loves Spider-Man. You know, will you come see him? Like, yeah, sure. So I went there, and all the parents were like, dude, this would be a cool gig. So I was doing birthdays for like 6 months here and there, and then I don't know what made me want to do it, but I texted St. Mary's Hospital and Palms West. I'm like, hey, I have a Superman costume, blah blah. And like 6 months later, they messaged me and like, hey, there's a girl that loves Superman. And I went there and I was like, that like was like a life changer for me that day.
So you really just started like dressing up, going to like costume party,
Exactly.
like a Halloween party, like coming in as Superman, whatever.
Exactly.
Then you get a call from the hospital, and you go in there, a sick kid, and you see that, and that just sets you off.
I was like, dude, this is something like, I knew that day that was something I had to do. I was like meant for it.
And then, like, what exactly is Jeffros Heroes now? Now that it's turned into this amazing thing. I mean, you got a heart of gold. Like I told you when you first came in, and I was going through everything and reading your Facebook, your Twitter, everything else. So I'm like, man, this guy's got. I need some heart from this guy.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah. So, crap. What's the question? Sorry.
No. Yeah. No. Like, what is Jeffros Heroes?
So what we do is. Our main focus is we try and lift up kids' spirits, because like I always say, I don't care if you're from China or you speak Spanish. I don't care if you're from Mars. Everybody loves superheroes. Like Batman walks in the room, everybody looks. I don't care if you're 80 years old. You're like, oh, Batman's here. So, like in hospitals and foster homes, it's like a dark place. It's scary. It's boring. So our focus is helping kids that way, but then we help the parents out with basic stuff like groceries, car payments, that kind of stuff.
So now when you go into the hospital, you come, like, does somebody call you and say, hey, look, I have a son who's really
Exactly.
ill, and he likes Superman or he likes Batman, and
Exactly.
then what, you get all dressed up, you go in, you do a thing?
Yeah, just walk in there, and the coolest thing is the kids love it, but the parents, it's almost like more for them. Like, it's cool when a stranger does something for you. Like when's the last time a stranger said, hey, dude, I'll buy you a soda? And if they do, you're like, what the heck just happened, dude? Like, so it's like the face the kids make is awesome, but it's the parents that kind of hit you in the gut too,
Yeah, because they're seeing their child who's going through a lot,
and they're helpless,
happy.
and like as a parent, you want to fix your kid. You want to be like, you're fixed, and you can't, and they're helpless, they're sad too. So it's definitely it humbles you, but it also lets you know how blessed you are.
Yeah. So like kind of like when you think you're having a bad day,
Exactly,
or something's going wrong in your life, you go in there and you do that and you see that,
and you smack
say,
yourself in the face,
yeah,
like,
and
stop
say,
being
look,
a pansy.
yeah.
Exactly.
Like you're upset about a girlfriend or your car broke down.
Yep.
Then you go in and you see these children and you're like, look, who cares about the car? Let the thing blow up, right?
Exactly.
Now, when you go into the foster homes, how does that work? That's a little bit different, right?
Yeah, it's different. With that, it's more just, again, making them feel special and normal at the same time. Like most of the kids are either abused or they don't have like a house. So like as a kid, you want to have like a structure. So it's like I always tell people, like, the best thing that you can do with kids is just listen to them. You don't gotta talk about, hey, what's up, bud? Like, you let them talk to you, you know. So
And just let them go off.
yeah, but listen, you know, like as a kid, the coolest thing is when a grown up listens to you and actually cares about what you're saying, you know. So,
Right, because a lot of people just say, just let them run off and don't even know what they're saying.
Like, shut up, little kid.
Yeah.
You know, but when Batman or Superman or Captain America's like looking like, really, bud? You like, you built that or you drew that, and as their hero, you're like actually listening to them, then that means a lot to them.
Yeah. And which is the most requested costume? I would say at the foster home first.
I'd say just probably in general, Superman, Batman, and Captain America.
Captain America?
Yeah.
Especially when the movies come out,
yeah,
right?
for sure.
And then when you go to the hospital with the sick kids, which is the biggest one there?
Probably Superman also.
It's still Superman.
Which is great because wearing Batman is cool, but it's hot, bro. Like,
is it?
Dude, I've had
oh yeah, that is a pretty heavy suit.
I've had
now I'm looking at it.
events outside and you can almost get nauseous because it's so hot. You're drenched in sweat. Like, I'd say after 15 minutes, like, dude, I'm out because I'm sweaty. Like, hey, I'm sweaty Batman. That's not a good look.
So when somebody requests you, you're probably saying in your head, please don't say Batman,
Please
right?
don't say exactly.
And then they say Batman, and you're like, all right, here we go.
Exactly.
And then, so when you go to like the hospital, how long are you usually there for with the kid?
So there's been times like, the thing is, sometimes there's 30 kids there or sometimes 50 kids, but every kid has to get a visit. So it's like you got to go boom, and probably takes up to probably 2 or 3 hours per visit.
So you got to have a lot of energy going in there, right?
Definitely.
And also strength too, because of what you're seeing.
Exactly. That's the hardest part.
Yeah, like I said, you got a heart of gold. That's tough.
Yeah.
Now when you do this and you get these costumes, how somebody asks you, hey, can you dress up as Beetlejuice? Do you go and try to get Beetlejuice, or do you say, look, these are kind of my options?
Exactly. Basically, I'd say you got A through Z. That's it. There's no like, hey, we be a rhinoceros. I'm like, I don't have a rhinoceros costume, bro. But it's cool. So my first visit, I was Superman, and this little girl the whole time was like, hey, where's Iron Man? Where's Iron Man? Where's Iron Man? I'm like, I don't have an Iron Man suit, bro. It's like, from either $2,000, to $4,000 for a freaking Iron Man suit.
Wow.
So I was like, well, the only way I can do that maybe is start a GoFundMe, So it was my first time ever doing it. I'm like, GoFundMe, Jeffros needs a Iron Man costume. So within 2 days, I got, I think, $2,500. Went to Tampa, got the suit, got back, and it was her birthday when I got back. So we came with like balloons and presents on her birthday as Iron Man. So that was like the second I was like, dude, I gotta do this because it's like the best feeling ever, So
yeah, she requested it. You found a way to get it,
but it also let me know like all the people that that support you is what makes you successful. Because like you can have a dream, but you can't always do it on your own. So you have to have your friends and your family, support you. So without them, we wouldn't be, at this point for sure.
See, I would think Iron Man would have been the most requested, but I guess overall everybody knows Superman.
It's
more.
Cool, but it's like it's such a that costume. I mean, it costs a lot of money, but it was like made out of like plastic and PVC. So like when you would walk, it's like it'd be cutting you.
Oh yeah.
Like, hey bud, like, oh my god, you'd be like, for real, like I'd be cut here. It was not the best costume. Like it looked cool, but it wasn't.
And that one's got to weigh a lot too, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Does it have a little circle thing on and everything? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the circle thing, the hand little blasters and all that kind of stuff. So
I can't believe they're $2,000 to $4,000. Wow.
Dude, there's even one like $8,000 ones that move and got lasers and stuff.
Really?
It's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, I mean but you don't need all that, right?
Yeah.
So you do the hospitals, you do the foster homes. So you did home visits?
Yeah, we do house visits. We've done school visits, all kinds of stuff.
So when you do school visits, what are you doing there?
Well, there's this one kid. He's I think 5 years old, and he has long hair. So he was getting picked on at school. So his mom was like, hey, like, will you, talk with the kids in like a nice way. Don't pick on my kid, but more of like, hey, like, everybody's different. Everybody looks different. You might have long hair. You might have short hair. You might be, A, B, or C, but, treat people the way that, you as a person want to be treated. So it was more like an anti-bullying kind of visit.
So what would you dress up that time?
Captain America.
Captain America?
Smacking all kids with my shield. Stop picking on this kid.
Yeah, keep picking on him. Yeah.
Bong.
I might not be such a nice guy if you don't knock it off.
Exactly.
So you do schools too. So you
Mm-hmm.
do schools, house visits. What are they mostly?
Pretty much when the kid's like so sick, pretty much like, is it up there, the picture? No. Oh yeah. On the
bottom right.
right bottom, that kid was so sick that, like he couldn't leave his house. That sucked, dude. That kid was definitely an awesome kid, dude.
So now was that kid on hospice?
I think so. But yeah, I mean, after that picture was taken, I think he passed away like, I think 3 months later.
That's a shame.
I know.
Well, at least you gave him a laugh and a smile.
It sucked though,
He
man.
looks happy. And then what was wrong with the kid above that in the Superman? He's got the head thing on.
Well, so that's actually a girl, and that's actually my first visit.
Oh, really?
That girl, yeah. And then the kid above the girl, I think he was in a car accident.
Oof.
The thing is too is like you can't really ask, because it's against like HIPAA or
HIPAA,
something. Yeah,
HIPAA,
so it's like
yeah.
I can be like, hey, what happened to you, bud? And, so it's more like you walk in and you almost want to comfort them.
Yeah.
You don't want to ask them what happened or like, hey, how you feeling? It's more like, bro, you're tough, man. Like you're strong, right? Like more like you want to be all positive.
They actually have that policy where you can't ask them.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I guess maybe it's not really a topic to bring up
Exactly,
for them, right?
exactly.
Even though you kind of want to know is
For sure.
the person
There's times like,
going in.
holy crap, man, like this kid looks like he's in pain. I mean, it's natural. You want to know what happened, but you're not really supposed to ask him.
So would you say like what's the toughest ones to go to?
There's this one girl that was like, I don't want abused by her dad, like hit by her.
Mm-hmm.
So her face was all beat up. That pissed me off. I was like, that one was bad. But just when kids are in pain, like there's this one kid, he had a tumor removed, and he was so happy to see me, but he was so like miserable in pain. Like he was like happy to see me, but he was also just like in a ball. Like he was like, thanks for being here, but so those are probably the saddest moments. Like they're happy, but they're so in pain, and you can't fix it.
And then so then it's tough to kind of get a reaction out of them sometimes.
Exactly.
So you kind of got to really work.
You're like, thanks for being here, but will you leave, please, because you're annoying me, kind of thing.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You have to get the hint sometimes, like either next week come back or just all right, man, stay strong, kind of thing.
Because unfortunately, when they're like that, they have good days and bad days,
Exactly,
right?
yeah,
and then
exactly.
if you go there on a bad day,
Exactly.
you don't know what you're getting yourself into.
Mm-hmm.
So the most like tragic ones, or is it the house visits or the hospital visits?
I would say, I mean,
Or they're just all the same, really.
Yeah, I mean, every kid has their own little things that will like make you sad, but it's hard to say like exactly which ones are the worst,
Yeah, but I mean, at least you're doing what you can to try to make them happy.
Mm.
Now you were saying you also help out the family with the groceries and car payment. Now how do you go about all that?
So, like most of these families are like a friend of a friend, or like on Facebook, like a person, like, hey, this kid needs a wheelchair, blah blah. So it's more like not word of mouth, but like a referral kind of. There's no red tape. There's no like, hey, will you fill out this 14-page form and do A, B, and C? It's more like, hey, Frank said that Timmy needs a new wheelchair. We'll just do it for him, kind of thing. So it's more of if a person needs something that we can do, then we do it for them.
Now, doesn't their insurance take care of that?
I mean,
or is it a deductible thing?
I mean,
or?
yeah. I mean, it's all different. I mean, there's people that don't have insurance, so. And it's not, like it's wheelchairs or groceries or, anything in general, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy. But they'll put money into everything else. But
Exactly.
you know, that's good. Now, do you have a GoFundMe for that, or do you
I don't have one open right now, but on Facebook I have a link for
like a donation
Mhm.
type of thing?
Mhm.
Okay, we'll put your Facebook up then.
Cool.
Then a little bit. So you do all that, and then you were saying something else that you say home visits, school visits, foster homes, the hospitals. What other places do you go to?
I mean, that's really it for visits, but we've had like we've had events at like restaurants and stuff like Brio or
Yeah,
um, uh, uh, like pawn shop back in the day, Dirty Martini, but that's more of like for a fundraiser kind of thing. But actual visits is just hospitals and
oh, so you'll have like an event at the pawn shop in West Palm,
Mhm.
and then that would be like it would be a fundraiser
Exactly.
to then
help with
support
that.
your cause that
Exactly.
you're doing. Wow, that's cool.
hmm
Now, how bad did this COVID affect what you're
I
doing?
mean, we haven't really, not really haven't. We haven't been there in like 2 months because you can't even like visit a a parent if they're sick. So you can't visit kids, you know. So it's definitely hard not, but I get it. With COVID, you can't really, you know, visit hospitals. So
So they won't let you go in with a sick kid,
no,
even if you're masked up. They won't let you go in.
nope, they're strict. I mean, it makes sense. So I get it, but no, we gotta wait till
I
this.
mean, I mean, do you agree with that though?
Personally, I don't. You know,
Yeah.
like it's real, obviously, but I feel like it's definitely over the top the way that they're doing it. But also, as the hospital, they can't, you know, lose their license. Like, hey, we let this guy in here now. This kid's sick, and it's our fault. So I get, the whole red tape behind it.
To me, like I would think, look, if the child is that sick and not doing so well, and yeah, COVID's going around, and in my opinion, for political reasons, they're
hmm
blowing it up much more than it is. I
Yeah,
know many people that have gotten it, older people, and they were fine.
I agree.
They took vitamins or whatever. Now, people with pre-existing conditions, they seem to be the ones that are really having a problem with it. But, a healthy guy like me or you, whatever, and if you're tested, I understand the insurance BS, but
Yeah,
if you're tested, why not let you go in there and you want you to wear a shield,
yeah, right.
these crazy shields
I
and
know.
a mask and what was there was one place that, like when you go paint,
Yeah.
they were making these guys put on respirators.
Oh my
It was
lord.
that crazy, to get
Jeez.
in.
That's crazy.
But here's what's even crazier, and I'm sure you'll love that. I'm sure you love this. So you can go protest in the street, right,
hmm
with 10,000 people neck and neck, no mask, but you can't go into a hospital or a
Exactly.
foster home. I mean, that's just sick.
It is, dude. It's all. I don't know.
Do you see it getting any better?
I'm hoping so, man. I mean, this. I don't want this the way it is right now. The new normal. You know,
Yeah.
like you can't walk in anywhere without a mask. It's annoying. So, hopefully within. I was actually watching this morning. They have like this new drug. It's like 94% effective or something like that.
Is that the one with the R?
I think
I
so.
always forget the name. I've heard of it. The one that they gave Trump
Yeah.
that he recovered in like 2 days.
Yeah, I think so. So, hopefully that takes off and then we'll all be back to normal.
I know. I thought Florida opened up. I thought they opened up just about everything. But
I think we're
I don't
open.
really see that everything opened up like they
Yeah.
say it is. But
I think it's more just the mask like mandate right now that's annoying. You know,
yeah,
you can't even get gas without like, dude, I don't have my mask. You gotta go back to your car, get your freaking
Yeah.
mask. I hate it.
yeah. So during the COVID, have you had any opportunity to do like maybe like a video type thing? Like
Yeah.
a Zoom?
Yeah, we actually zoomed. There's this really cool place. It's called Quantum House.
Yeah.
It's right behind St. Mary's.
Okay.
It's actually a really cool place. So any family that has a kid that has like a issue that takes like months to heal, it's almost like a really huge, lack of a better word, like house and like apartment. So the parents kind of have a house they can stay in and recover, and the hospital's like right there.
Okay.
So we had a Zoom meeting with them like a couple weeks ago. So
I mean, were you all dressed up?
Yeah, I was Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I love Deadpool. He's
Well, if they keep the COVID thing up, just
where
you could
where
just run
Deadpool
it and
mess-
say, all right, well, I guess we're gonna do Zoom or Skype.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than
it's
nothing.
not the same. Like it's fun, obviously, but it's like kind of awkward. Like with kids, the coolest part is like high fiving them. Like, bro, let me see your muscles, dude. Like, hey, let's do push ups. On Zoom, you're like, hey, what's up, dude? And then after like 10 seconds, they're like, all right, dude, like, where's my iPad?
Yeah. And you're trying to figure out
like,
how to
hey,
Zoom.
look at me, so it's cool, obviously, but it's definitely not the same.
I tried to do a
experience.
couple Zooms, and I won't do it again.
Yeah.
Forget it.
It's
If you can't get in or fly in, I'm not doing it. Because
Exactly.
like it gets blurry and everything, and
Yeah.
especially for a child, it gets blurry. They're like, give me the iPad back, right? Just like you said.
Yeah.
And by the way, you are jacked.
Dude, I've been slacking. I haven't worked out in like 2 months.
No, you can't tell. And you really look jacked when you're playing the Superman guy.
Old man muscle, bro. Old man
Look
muscle.
at him.
Old man muscle.
Yeah. What would you
Hey,
like to eat? Yeah.
There you go. You got it.
What would you like to eat today? But I get it. It's not personal with the kid, and that's the whole point of all this,
Exactly.
right? Is this all you're doing?
So we actually opened up a thrift store 6 months ago. It's just north of the Rapids Water Park, and that helps us also like help kids. So it's 8,000 square feet. We have
Wow, that's big.
we have furniture, knickknacks, clothes, everything. It's actually really awesome. Like we're super proud of it. So
And is that stuff that's donated?
Yeah.
Is it
Mhm.
8,000 square feet?
yeah,
That's
it's
a big
and
place.
it's filled up, dude.
Really?
We get stuff in every single day. It's insane.
What all do you have in
Like
there?
truckloads, bro. Everything. It's literally insane.
And they just give it to you?
Yeah, but like it's funny because it's a blessing on all sides because there's, let's say a couple has like a couch and a bed and they're older and they're like, okay, we have to move it, but they're like older and they can't move it, so we take it for free, which helps them out. And
Gets
then,
it out of their way.
and then we sell it for cheap, which helps that person out that needs a new couch for $50. Then we take that $50 and help out a family. So it's like boom,
Wow.
boom, boom. You know?
That's awesome, Jeff.
It's like a trifecta of you help me, I help you, and I help them out.
So what do you have? Couches in there? So it's kind of like a Goodwill type of thing?
Pretty much.
Yeah. And where's it at again?
It is on Military,
Yeah.
just just south of 45th Street.
Okay. And what's the name of it?
It's called Jeffros Heroes.
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
Okay, great. Yeah, we got to put that in the description
sure.
too. Man, I might go there.
Yeah, dude.
Like I need more stuff
Yeah,
to
right.
hoard at my house. Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, I already got too much as it is lying around.
Most people do.
But that's where you come in, and you could take it,
Mhm.
and so you're getting truckloads of stuff in all the time.
Every day.
What is it, like businesses that close or what?
We've had businesses, schools, or just people move in, people redecorating. Like COVID actually helped us with that because, like for a month, everybody was at home, not working. So when you're home, like let's clean out the closet, let's clean out the
Yeah,
garage.
that makes sense.
So hey Jeffro, you want a so and so? You want it? I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. So we go there and just help people out. We take everything out of their garage, whatever, and then flip it and
Put it in the store, and they know it's going to a good cause
Exactly.
too. Yeah. I never even thought of that. Yeah, that's right. So the COVID actually helped you out in
Yeah.
that way, because everybody's at home bored, staring at the wall,
Exactly.
and realizing how much junk
Crap
they
they
have
have.
around the house that they're
Exactly.
never going to use, that they don't have any space.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really cool. Okay, so you got that, and so you got the helping the children out.
Mm-hmm.
You got the thrift store. You have anything else going on? Or is that enough for your time alone?
I mean, I have 2 kids, a job, a girlfriend. That's a lot of crap going on, bro.
Now, what do your kids think of Superman and Iron Man and whatever?
My daughter is she's 8 years old and still is like, Dad, where's my Deadpool suit? Dad, where's my Wolverine suit? So she loves it. My son, he gets it, but he's at the age where like he'll see me and be like, oh look, that's Dad wearing Captain America suit. I'm like, whatever. Like with him it's normal. He just, I'm in costume. He's like, oh, there's Dad again.
Yeah.
So he's used to it.
But for did you dress up for Halloween?
I was old school Wolverine. Yeah.
I would say that like Halloween, Christmas, Easter, You got to come because they know you as dad dressing up every day, so you better come with the A game around the house during the dress up holidays, right?
They're used to it. It's funny.
Now, did the COVID mess up the thrift store? Did they put you on where you had to close?
So we had a really small store first. It was like 1,800 square feet. It was small. It was like off in the cut. So we just literally we signed the papers, and like a month later, like, hey, it's COVID. So we didn't close. We were like, dude, we can't close because if we do close, we're gonna go bankrupt. So I think Channel 5 saw that we were still open, and we were on the news on like a Monday, and we blew up. Like there was literally cars coming because every place was closed. Salvation Army was closed. Goodwill, Faith Farm was closed. So everybody's like this, like, take my stuff. We're thankful for it, but like, dude, where are we gonna put all this stuff? We got
and it's coming all at once,
we got 1,800
right?
square feet. Like, what are we gonna do? You know, so they're just saying it, and I can't think of it. Like any like bad thing, you can make it like, good, as long as you think ahead and use like, hey, this is bad, but let's find a way to, not profit from it, but make it positive.
Yeah, turn it into a good thing one way or another,
Exactly.
but still be able to live.
Exactly.
It's still a business.
Mm-hmm.
And then you went from that 1,800 square feet to 8,000 square feet. That's a hell of a jump.
Yeah, space is it's an asset for sure, because at first I'm like, dude, 8,000 square feet, there's no way we can fill this place up. And then like just stuff not everywhere, but our biggest asset is definitely space.
Well, like you said, you get on that news, bang, and then they also see what you're doing here with this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how can you not like you?
Exactly.
And how can you not want to just give anything you can to?
Yeah.
So what's your plans in the future?
We want to do, once, hopefully, knock on wood, we get like busy. We almost want to do something like a quantum house, where we have like little houses and apartments where we can help either kids or the homeless or veterans or battered women. We like want to have like, I like a better thing, like a private little village or something, that has like eight apartments that we can help people out like for a year, help them out, and then kind of
So kind of get like a, what do you call it, a duplex?
Kind of.
Like where there's 4
Exactly.
or 6 kind of like, not rooms, but like apartment type of things.
Mm-hmm.
And then take these families or kids with well, I guess not kids, but the families with the issues, and then put them in there and try to help them out and get them back on their feet. Yeah, that'd be a cool thing to do.
That's our goal.
So you want to get back, you want this COVID thing to stop with the delay,
Mm-hmm.
get you back into the hospitals.
Yeah.
Can you go to foster homes now, or they won't even let you do that?
No, not even that, man.
Now why won't they let you go to a foster home?
It's just the red tape. It's like, if they let me in and then that kid gets sick, then it's like, then they get in trouble.
And I can see the hospitals because you got, like you said, the HIPAA this, HIPAA that,
Yeah.
but I don't get the foster homes.
Yeah.
So, but can you go to a house?
I'm sure I can.
Yeah.
I just haven't really got any like house visit calls lately,
Yeah.
And I think most people are, probably like cautious of it, like.
Right, because their son or daughter already has an issue, and they're probably just hesitant.
Exactly.
Have you had to get tested a lot?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Dude, I'm healthy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm healthy.
Like I said, I know a ton of people that got it, and it was like 2 days. It was like a 2-day flu.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a big deal, but I just think that the political thing, they just took it to the next level. Hopefully that calms down and we can all get back to normal in some way. I hope.
I would say, it sucks, but what it's gonna take is one big thing to happen, like, let's say, I don't want to say something like rude, but like, let's say the White House blows up,
Yeah.
then COVID's gonna be gone. It'd be like, the White House blew up, and you won't hear about COVID ever.
It'll be forgotten
It'll be
about.
like, gone.
Yeah.
Like, what's the next big thing? And it's gonna be, monster kills you, blah blah blah, and it's like, that's the next big story.
No,
so.
You're right. A new story needs to happen to come in, so they stop with the
Harping on that, exactly.
But see, they're still running on that with this election crap.
Mm-hmm.
So if this is ever over, hopefully then it calms down. But it would be funny if things don't change and this guy gets in and then all of a sudden, oh, COVID's fixed now. Go ahead, go out. But right now they're like, mask mandate. We're going to do this. We're going to do, which they can't do that anyway.
Yeah.
I heard that they were going to try to put in a mask mandate, like countrywide, but they can't. The only thing they can do it is on federal land. They can't do it everywhere.
I forget what city it was or state, but they were making you wear your mask at home. Like, bro, if you're in your house watching TV, you're wearing a mask, you got a problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, and then if you're not wearing it in your house, like, what's going to happen? The cops going to knock on your door, like, we see you in there.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, if you're in New York or California, they might.
Yeah, like face mask SWAT team coming in. Like,
yeah. Can you believe this? And I saw my father had come in, right? So we're watching. He loves golf.
Mm-hmm.
So we're watching golf. And there was an interpreter there for one of the guys. I think he got like second place.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're giving a speech. So the guy who's saying about how he did can't speak English. So now that goes to the interpreter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the interpreter has a mask on.
Yeah.
Who really can't speak English either, but he can interpret what the guy's saying.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there and I'm just like, all these guys at the PGA Tour,
mm-hmm.
they were all tested. And now you're doing an interview. Everybody in the room was tested that day.
Yeah.
And probably every single day there. Like, I understand it's a free country. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But do you really have to have a mask on
I know.
when you know everybody's tested? And, for me, it's tough to watch.
It is, dude.
I don't think it does anything anyway. I mean, they say it protects the other person, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a crazy situation.
Like I said, hopefully it ends soon, man.
Yeah. So now we have your heavy Batman suit here.
Yep.
And this is
Deadpool.
Yeah. Who played him? Who played him in the one movie?
Crap.
Bradley Cooper, right?
No. Crap. What's his name?
No. Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. Yeah.
Okay, Ryan Reynolds. You do look like Clark Kent there.
Like a fat Clark Kent, but whatever. I make it work, dude. I suck it in,
Yeah. And this one is
Captain America.
I can't believe I didn't remember that. Captain America. That's cool. There's moments like this that reminds me of why I'm here. I saw that. I was like, oof.
It's true, though, man. I always tell people, like, everybody has a purpose, man. It took me 30 years to find mine,
Yeah.
My mom was always said as a kid, mom was always like, Jeff, God has a plan. God has a plan for you. I'm like, well, I'm 30 and I'm waiting tables, so he needs to tighten up. And like, what's my plan? So when I was like, I think I was in my 30s when I started this. I was probably 29 when I started. So
what were some of the restaurants again you worked at?
Brio, Crosby's, River House, Ale House and Gardens.
Which was your favorite?
Rachel's probably.
Understand.
I worked there way back, dude. From when I was like 20 years old, I worked there as a waiter.
Did you?
From like 20 to 26. That was
26 years?
Yeah. Dude, that place, like back in the day when I worked there, crazy money.
Make a killing.
Yeah, and it's a steakhouse, so it's like it was easy. It wasn't like, crazy specials like we have filet, ribeye, New York strip, and some chicken. That's it.
So it was easy.
It's super easy, and I mean, a beer was like $8. A ribeye is like $50. A baked potato is $10. Like,
yeah.
It's 8 guys. The check's it's up there.
It's more than Ruth Chris, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
It's almost like Flagler Steakhouse,
Yeah.
which if you're watching this, you're not from here. It's the Breakers.
Yeah.
Look up the Breakers. Now, I wanted to ask you, if somebody you primarily just do this in like the South Florida area.
Yeah.
But would you go out of state or would you go out of like the area?
I would. I mean, I don't have the funds for it.
Yeah, but if somebody paid.
If it became like a thing like that, then absolutely, I would go wherever.
So if somebody is in Texas, they see this and they have an unfortunate situation, they
Absolutely.
say, look, we'll pay for your flight, your hotel, we'll throw you a little envelope. You would go do it?
Heck yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I just want to get that out there because,
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is your Facebook page.
Yes, sir.
And there he is.
That's my thrift store on the bottom left right there.
Right there?
Yep. Heroes for Humanity right there.
Yeah, that's cool. Wow. Whew. That is big.
All right.
That is a big. Yeah, man. What you're doing, Jeff, is really special.
That's my son right there.
Right, here's your son?
Yeah.
Okay, he's a good-looking kid.
He better look good. He has my genes, you know?
You're going to have to peel the girls off of him. That's cool.
That's very cool.
So your Facebook is Heroes for Hospitals 1? Or this is your thrift store,
that's
right?
a thrift store, yep. And then my Facebook
my-
is Jeffros Heroes, no space.
Yeah, Jeffros Heroes, no space. I'll put this all in the description.
Cool.
You can see some more stuff, all kinds of stuff. And then this is your website. So if somebody wants to get a hold of you and they want to hire you, they just go to your website and contact you?
Exactly. Either call or email or Facebook message or whatever.
Okay.
Either way.
And that's jeffrosheroes.com.
Yep.
It's all right there. We'll have that in the description. And then you have Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really never on Twitter that much, but
you have it.
I do have it.
Yeah. And do you think you'll do another GoFundMe?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if you do, let me know so I can put it up
Okay.
and try to help you out.
For sure.
You know, again, I mean, it's a great thing you're doing. I'm happy you're doing it.
Thank you.
And I'm glad that the COVID thing didn't completely, deter you from doing it with all the roadblocks I'm sure you've ran into.
Yeah, for sure.
But you're doing a great thing, and my congrats to you, and thank you for coming in. And
Thank you.
when the COVID thing's over and you can get back out and run around again, come back in and show me some more costumes.
For sure. I definitely will.
All right. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thanks, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.